Morning everyone. Hey, it's Len from Merkerman Garage and Outdoors. Well, we're on the road today. As you can see, we got a load of bundles back there in the bed of the truck. And we're making a delivery of 30 bundles to this new customer I have. Sounds like it's gonna turn out to be a nice customer. He can take whatever I can give him. So it doesn't get any better than that. Whenever I got some extra bundles, I'm gonna give him a call and say, hey, can you take some? And hopefully it all works out. But I'm telling you, with this business of mine, the delivery factor has really been nice. People really like the delivery portion of this business. I mean, who wouldn't? Who wants to get out in this kind of weather and pick up 10, 20, 30 bundles of firewood or bundlewood, and if they can get it delivered? I know I would. So just a little thought on that is, if you guys are starting up a bundle business, make sure you offer delivery if that's an option for you. That seems to really benefit me in my business plan, I guess you'd say, is to offer delivery. They really like that. But we're gonna get this delivered, head back to the house, and we're gonna talk about moisture meters, chainsaws, and whatever else comes up. Stay tuned. Okay, well, we made it back from that delivery, and you're probably wondering, well, why is the wood still in the back of the truck? That's because that's another order. It's another 30 bundle order that I have scheduled for tomorrow. So we'll get that delivered tomorrow. And now I'm down to 3 bundles of cherry, which I have another 3 bundles of cherry in the garage. That's for an order that somebody's coming to pick up today because they're smoking a turkey. So they're gonna get some cherry for that. And I got some wood set up in the Amish bundler here. This is some maple that I got early winter. I guess maybe it was late fall, early winter. And I split it up. And I'm gonna test out my new moisture meter on this wood. Okay, well, here's the moisture meter that I just picked up off Amazon. It's a General. And from all the reviews that I've seen, this is a pretty good one. It's a pin type moisture meter, which they have the pinless type as well, which I've heard those aren't as accurate as the pin type, so I went with the pin. And I'm gonna go ahead and get this unboxed. And don't worry, I'm not gonna videotape that because for me, that's just not good TV. Okay, everyone, well, I got it unboxed, and I just want to apologize for not videotaping that because maybe for some, that might be must-see TV to see an unboxing of a product. For me, it's kind of dumb. So I'm not showing that. But anyway, this is a nice unit. It comes with a battery, a supercell, but it doesn't have a go handle. And if you guys watch Vice Grip Garage, you know what I mean by that. And it also says down there, if you can see that, 0% mercury. Well, that doesn't fit in too well with my channel here. But it's probably something you don't want in a battery is mercury. So that's good. Now this comes with an extra set of pins, which is nice because I've heard those dull over the years. You might hit a nail or a hard spot, they get dull. And it comes with these caps, little plastic caps that you put over the top of the pin to protect it while it's in storage. Plus it also has this cap, which goes over the top of that while it's in storage. So all good things. Okay, let's get this thing together and give it a try. All right, well, let's turn this bad boy on. Looks like it's already set for wood. Building and wood. I don't know if you can see that, but it says building. I don't know what that means. Maybe drywall or something like that. I don't know, but we don't care right now. We're gonna go with the wood. So there we go, we got it on. And here's the maple. So I'm just going to stick it right here in the middle. Try that again. That says 18.9, 18.7, but it's beeping at me like it's high. So I'm not sure what that means. Maybe I gotta stick it in a little farther. So that's right around 20%, so that's good. Sorry, this is upside down. I wonder why that's showing high. Okay, on the end grain, it's showing 15.6, and it's not beeping. So that's good. Tried over here once. $15.8, $15.7, mid. So that's good. So I don't know why it's calibrated to go at 20%, it beeps. I'm not sure why that is, but 20% is good burning moisture. At least from what I've been told. Let's try it over here again. $15.3. Let's try a piece of oak here. Same thing, it's showing, actually this is a maple still. It's showing 17.8 as high. Let's try this walnut. It's a little wet, 23.2, 21.5, so that's borderline good. Here's some oak. Oh, that's good. 14.9, 14.8. That's good. And the end grain, 14.5, good. All right, well, I think we're good. I don't know why it's beeping at me when it's 20% or even 17% it was beeping at me. We're gonna have to look into that and see why that is happening. It just may need to be calibrated. Okay, well, I've been playing around with this a little bit more, and I did some cherry, and I kind of figured out where the line is from the beeping, where it says it's high, and when the beeping stops, and that's 16%. Once it got below 16%, it stopped beeping. So anything above that, according to this moisture meter, is high. And I think you and I all know that 16%, it's not really high. I mean, it might be medium, but it's not high. 20% could be judged as high, I guess, but still burnable wood. And so I don't know what the guidelines are on this moisture meter as far as the low, medium, and high readings, but 16% should not be high. But I guess it's better to be safe than sorry. You know, we're going to read it a little higher than you know what you think it should be when it comes to firewood. 16% is safe to burn, that's for sure, in my book. But once again, let me know what you guys think on that. You know, what do you guys burn your wood at? Is 20% dry enough? Is that high in your book? For me, it's not. I burn anything 20% and less. Well, you can see here I got another load all ready to go. This is actually my third load in about a week of 30 bundles. This load is going back to that one customer that I just picked up. That's going to be a pretty regular customer, it sounds like. So he's taking whatever I can get him. Plus I got 5 more sitting here on the tailgate, and that's for just somebody who's going to be calling and needs a bundle or two. But we're all bundled up today in the garage because we got a winter storm coming. Or so they say. Calling for 5 to 9 inches in the next day or two, and then some more this weekend. So could get quite a bit of snow. And I got everything opened up in the barn today. No heat on yet because we got to restock the wood bin with wood to fire up the wood stove for the upcoming days, because it sounds like it's going to be quite snowy and cold. So let's get going on that. I bought these little fire starters off Amazon the other day. Tried one the other day and it worked pretty well. I'm having a hard time getting Mike Morgan's fire starter. He always seems to sell out before I am able to purchase some. He's got a real popular item there, that fire starter, on Outdoors with the Morgans. If you ever watch that channel, I'm sure a lot of you guys do. He has fire starter that he sells, and it's a great seller and it works really well from what I've been told. But it sells out quick, so you got to jump on it right away. All right, well, we'll let that go for a little while and get going. As you can see, I still got a little bit of that walnut left in the kiln over here. It's quite a mess. Got to get that cleaned up. But that's all I have left from that cord, so-called cord delivery of walnut. The stuff was really wet. I don't even know that it's seasoned that well. And the pieces are so small that it's just not making good bundles. I have to burn a lot of it in my pit over here, my bin, which, as you can see, I got that fully stocked now. So hopefully that'll get me by for another, hopefully a week, because from what I'm being told is we're going to have a lot of snow coming up and it's going to be cold, so it's going to stick around a while. So I'm hopeful that lasts me a little while anyway. And I want to talk to you guys about ugly wood versus nice looking wood. Yeah, that may sound like a little bit of an off-the-wall topic, but I just want to touch on knotty wood, crotchety wood versus nice clean wood, and the burn quality, and the fact that the way I see it is this knotty stuff burns better than that nice looking stuff. Now, it's kind of a catch-22 when you're dealing with bundles and selling firewood. A lot of times you want the bundles to look really nice, and I get that. But, I mean, how far do you want to take it? I guess you could, take it as far as trying to sell premium bundles and maybe charge a little more. That's something you could do. But I am not able to do that in my business. I just don't get enough good quality wood to be able to do that. So I am forced to use a lot of knotty stuff in my bundles. This one here I won't use unless I can knock off this little chunk right here that sticks out. But this piece right here, I'm willing to bet that this piece, this is maple, this piece here will burn longer than that piece right there. Roughly it's kind of the same size. This is oak, this is maple. Being that they're two different species, it's hard to tell. But with the knots and the limb that's, was sticking out of here, that's really, really hard in there. And therefore, it's going to burn longer. It may not burn better. You might get a little smoke out of it. But as far as burning longer, if you want like an all-nighter, I like to call them, like this piece of cherry right here. That's something you can't use in bundles, but look at that big old knot there. That's going to burn all night long. You get a couple of those in that wood stove right there, that's going to burn all night. And if you have a nice piece of cherry, this is a piece of oak, but if you had a nice piece of cherry that size, similar in size to that one, that would not burn all night. I'm pretty sure, I haven't really tested that theory, but judging it by how hard that wood is with the knots, that's going to burn a lot longer in a wood stove than that will. And you guys with the outdoor boilers know exactly what I'm talking about. You guys like to burn that knotty, crotchety, ugly wood, cutoffs, cookies, things that you'd call boiler wood, I guess is what they call them. And you guys love that stuff for your boilers because it burns all night long and even into the next day. It'll definitely burn a lot longer than a straight grain piece of wood of similar size. So it's a great way to get rid of scrap wood like that. Like what I do with my wood stove here is, you know, none of those pieces in there I would consider bundle quality or good for selling, as they're short and knotty and ugly. But they sure do burn good and long. So I guess what I'm getting at here is, you guys that are in the bundle firewood business, don't be afraid to sell some wood that isn't perfect. You know, unless, like I said, you're singling out the premium. I even think it's higher than premium quality bundle wood, because I mean, what's premium? I mean, that's nice right there. That's a beautiful piece of oak. I guess you could consider that premium, but for me, pieces like that are few and far between. I rarely have a piece that looks like this. I mean, yeah, I might have maybe 10 or 12 pieces that look like that in this bin, but yeah, that's not gonna cut it for me. I have to mix in pieces like this to get, you know, a bundle to increase my inventory. And you know what? I'm going to try to prove my point here with this knotty, I guess you'd say ugly looking wood, compared to this premium quality bundle wood, and see which one burns longer. All right, let the experiment begin. I got a nice little fire going in here. And again, what we're trying to prove here is how this ugly, knotty piece of wood burns better, or longer, I guess you'd say, than this premium piece of wood here. So let's put them in here. Got a nice bed of coals here. This wood might be a little wet because I just brought it in from outside, but put you on time lapse and see what happens. Well, I had to cut the time lapse short because I had to make a phone call. And I used my phone to record, so that's the reason for that. But anyway, we're back here, and as you can see, this one premium piece, it's pretty much done. It's gone. Just coals. And the other one, not so premium, ugly, where that knot was, still solid. A lot of burning left in there yet. So there you go. There's the proof. Don't be afraid to use the knotty, I guess somewhat ugly wood for your bundles, guys, and for burning, because I mean, there's the proof in the pudding right there. The knotty wood does burn longer. And here it is about 20-25 minutes later, and you can see this is that knot from that one uglier piece of wood. I mean, it's still holding it together. So, I mean, that other piece is gone. The premium piece that looked almost perfect, well, it don't look perfect anymore, does it? It's down in here somewhere. But this one with the knot, still holding in there, and it's still creating heat. So there you go, guys. Don't be afraid to put in a few uglier pieces of wood in your bundles, as far as I'm concerned. You know, unless you're shooting for that premium market. And if you can do that, that's great. I mean, if you can get straight grain wood and loads of it, you know, you're blessed. I can't get that around here. Mine looks a lot like this. I mean, some of that in there is pretty nice, but they're cut-offs of the 16-inch pieces that I cut up for bundle wood. But, you know, I get a lot of pieces that look like this and are curved, and I just can't pick out, I can't pick and choose the really nice stuff. I wouldn't even have a business then. It just wouldn't make any sense for me. So I have to put in pieces that look like that. And bottom line is the burn quality and length of time. I mean, like I said before, the proof's in the pudding right there. That bad boy's still going, and that premium piece is done. So there's that. I just got a call from the gentleman about this 30 bundle order, and it looks like it's going to be on hold for a few hours. He's still at work and not able to take it quite yet. So with the snow coming in, it'll probably be right in the middle of the snowstorm. But the truck can handle it. I'm not afraid. But anyway, guys, I think I'm going to wrap this one up. I was going to talk about chainsaws a little bit, but we're going to have to save that one for another video because there's a lot of topic there. So anyway, guys, hopefully you got something out of this. Hopefully, you know, try not to be so picky, I guess, about bundle firewood. And I guess it depends on what you want to do. You know, if you're in the market for the premium quality and you have access to it, then yeah, all for it, go for it. You know, and charge. You know, you can charge a little more for that too. For me, I can't do that. I just don't have access to that quality of wood, and I have to mix in some not so nice pieces in my bundles just so I can have a business. And as you can see, burn quality it's better. Knotty wood is better, in my opinion, for burning. It's just, I mean, we proved it right here today. Just burns longer. It burns, I don't know if it burns any hotter, but it burns longer and it just lasts longer. So that's a bonus in my book. All right, guys, please subscribe, give me a like, and leave a comment. What do you guys think about that? What do you think about the bundle quality wood? You know, pretty premium grade versus the not so pretty wood. Leave a comment, guys, and let me know. All right, have a good one.